Fucking Christ.
Fucking Christ!
So, who's gonna tell the story? Is it gonna be me or you?
I think it should be you because you were the one that ran into him.
No, it was a girl that ran into him, remember?
It's been so. All I remember is that
I was the one who saw it.
speak for the
Like,
hell out.
okay, so this kid, he was walking backwards down the hall. First off, if you're walking backwards with food on your plate, backwards, like if you're walking backwards with food on your plate,
You deserve any shit that happens.
exactly. So this kid, he's got food on his plate. It's obviously during lunch because this is a spot story. It happened at the spot. So this kid is walking backwards with his lunch, and this he runs into this girl because he's not paying attention, and he drops his shit. And then he turns around and screams in this poor girl's face after she said, "I'm sorry." Fucking Christ! I have never laughed so hard in high school in my life. Well, I should have. That didn't make much sense, but we're gonna edit that out. I'm not really gonna edit. Fuck it, whatever. So,
Let's go with it.
I've never laughed so hard in my years of high school. We'll just go with that.
He's a legend.
He is a legend. Because if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you deserve it.
No, he's a legend because he's the literal embodiment of what every high schooler thinks goes on in their head.
Exactly. And he just said it.
They literally think they are never the problem for anything. It's always someone else's fault.
Exactly.
So he needs to get up in this poor chick's face and scream at her, even though it's his fault for walking backwards in a hallway with food on his plate.
What I don't get... What did he think was going to happen? That nobody was going to be behind him magically during a lunch?
I honestly thought he probably thought he's untouchable.
It's almost as bad as Kush Boy
God.
flipping my plate over.
Yeah, that was not one of your more calmer moments.
That's something that you can blame someone else for because you had nothing to do with it. It happened out of random. I could have punched him in the face, but better judgment.
You could have reacted a different way, but yeah.
I could have reacted in a way that wasn't yelling and swearing too, but I also could have punched him and knocked him out. But better judgment call was to curse him out.
Curse him out and then have a sit down with a teacher that was nearby.
Yeah. At which point I'm the one who gets in trouble. Okay. Because I said fuck a couple times. Okay.
Yeah, it was a good number of times.
Oh man. And then the story, I want to tell this, speaking of lunch, I want to tell this story. First off, I don't think we're going to tell stories about Terry, okay?
Okay, yeah, probably not a good idea.
Great, now they're going to want to hear about Terry.
Nope,
That's off limits.
Yep.
Fuck. Terry the pterodactyl. So, anyway.
Like, that's downright terrible. Like, there's some bad stuff that we'll talk about, but that is probably the lowest point of my high school career.
No, the lowest point is when Juan kissed you on the back.
Yeah.
Dude, Juan! And that's why people called him Juan the Pokemon.
Oh my god. I honestly felt so bad for that kid.
Yeah, but the look on your face when it happened.
Oh.
You were horrified.
Awkward as hell.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, think about it. I had zero interpersonal interaction with the kid before that moment. Think about it. That's awkward. That's weird as shit.
Isn't it? Like...
Alright, before this takes us to someplace...
Yeah, anyway, let's talk about... We'll call him D. Rose because he always wore a Derrick Rose jersey. So, we're walking to our table, right? Where we usually sat. Which wasn't very well hidden, so but we really didn't need to be hidden because we're not idiots.
Nope.
Well, we are, but to
Not
a certain
yet, that is
degree. To a certain degree. At 69 degrees.
And there it is.
So we're walking to our table, and we see this kid in the lunch line paying for his. Okay, he's paying for his stuff, and he has one of those lemonade packets that you put in the water.
No, I was in line behind this kid waiting to check out.
That's right, and you almost shat yourself. I do believe I saw you mouth the words, "Oh my God."
So I'm standing in line, waiting to pay for food. This kid in front of me, Derek Rose, he's got one of those lemonade packets and a water bottle. And he straight up asked the lunch lady,
Mind you, both of his hands are free.
both of his hands are free, if she can open the water bottle and pour the packet in and shake it up for him. Because he can't open the packet of lemonade himself.
But he claims to be half black.
Oh, wait, yeah, this kid claims to be half, like, he's honest to God. I'm a redhead, so I'm pretty white.
He might be as white as Graham.
That's a good point. He borderline as white as Graham, and that's pretty fucking white.
Fuck Graham, man.
So, I'm standing behind this kid, and as soon as he says that word, you do one of those, like, like, you start laughing, but then you, like, cover it up with, like, a sneeze or something. It's like that or something.
Yeah.
I literally do that, and he turns around, he's like, "You alright?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm fine, just go ahead. And at that point, that's when I turn to you and mouth the words, "Oh my God."
and then I just look at you like, did that really just happen?
Yep, that happened.
I wonder how much food I stole from that school.
Well, I know you had to have stolen around 50 burgers.
Well, I did give some away, too.
True, but I mean, you still stole them.
Yeah, I did. I only got caught once, and I continued to do it. Mostly muffins, to which I charged twice for.
Well, yeah.
They can't do anything to me now. At least I don't think. Probably.
Probably can.
But they don't know where I live. Well, they could probably look me up.
Look me up.
What's another story? Should we tell the story? Well, if anyone from Oconomowoc listens to these, they're going to be able to pinpoint if we're talking about them.
At least if it's the people involved.
Let's call them Beaver. Their last name rhymes with Beaver. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
In the gym bathroom, in the spot bathroom, in the lower gym, just all these stories.
Little lass.
Just, I mean, I know we talk a lot of shit, but most of them are people who were dickheads to us. So this is our way of payback, if you will.
They deserved it.
They do. They do deserve all of this. What's the other spot story I wanted to tell? Should we tell some stories about bratwurst?
God. Half the class is gone.
That was Bratland. I'm talking about bratwurst. Your friend, Dirty Curdy.
Oh, God. I'd rather not.
I've seen him. I saw him at Easter brunch at that Burke's restaurant.
Yeah?
Dude, he looked exactly the same.
I know. Yeah. I mean, he's alright in my book, but the other one, I probably...
But he's like, okay, so he's... We'll tell this story about how he always threatened to quit his job, but never did.
Well, he finally did, but...
Yeah, but it took him, a year?
Something like that.
I'm gonna quit my job because the manager's a bitch. Oh, the manager might be leaving, so I'm gonna stay. Oh, she's not leaving, I'm gonna quit. And it's just this constant seesaw battle.
Back and forth, always claiming he's gonna do something he's not. We all know someone like that. Maybe
Do
it's you. If you're listening, maybe it's you. Maybe you're the person that does it.
Yeah, maybe. Um, Another spot story that I think we should tell is we should tell stories about Anime Jerk.
Oh my god! Hey, he's your best friend.
No, he's not. Nowhere near. One of my arch nemesis. One of my CNN enemies.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Don't overthink now. Okay, I remember us sitting at the spot, and he would come to the spot to eat. We'd successfully ignore him. Eventually, we'll get into why we had to leave the spot, but this.
Yes, the spot was retired eventually. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
It was a
Its
dark
official retirement was my last day in high school.
Pretty much.
So, he'd come back with his lunch, and he'd have like 2 bags of baked Lay's sour cream and onion chips, 2 helpings of French fries,
And like
a burger, 2 chocolate milks, and I'm pretty sure juice. Was he buff and ripped? No, not at all. The exact opposite.
like a fucking rhinoceros.
Dude. And then, to make things worse, he was openly into anime porn. He showed it to me after school on his computer. He had 5 gigs of RAM.
What?
Dev-
He had 5 gigabytes?
Devoted
Oh.
on his computer's hard drive and an external hard drive.
Oh man. I mean, you know what? Do what you want to do in your free time. Just don't tell people about it. Like, you know. There's a line you cross. Oh, don't forget his backpack.
Yes.
Oh.
I'll put a picture in the video portion. It was
Frightening.
gay.
5 gigabytes devoted to that.
Yes.
That's nasty.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
Oh, that's just something I could never be into.
I mean, I'll be honest, we've all looked at stuff like that. But I've never enjoyed it. Like, I'll be like, okay, what's this all about? So I looked at it, and I'm like, I made it like 10 seconds.
Made it 10 seconds, like, nope, I'm out.
I watched more of a training porno than I've watched an anime porno. That's how bad and weird it is. I'm sorry, I don't like tentacles in my women. But I also don't like penises on my women either. But I would fuck a Twi'lek from Star Wars.
I feel like that's like the thing with everyone, though. Like, I don't understand that why everyone thinks that's like the most attractive race in that universe.
It's not. It's specifically Darth Talon. Specifically.
Okay, you're getting into specifics now. All right.